Hi guys, in 2020 we had a real serious situation happening, which was a serious virus called the COVID. And this COVID it was so deadly, it killed millions of people in 1 year. We have people who are not certified doctors and stated that it's just a flu. I know people that had the flu, and very rare I know anyone that ever died. Under COVID-19, I know many people that died. Come on, isn't that very strange? And if I don't know them personally, I knew of them that passed away. Real people, none of this, it's unbelievable. So, you think about it. Our government gets involved, finds a vaccine. Okay, now people keep thinking, well, this is a new vaccine. It's not a new vaccine. We've been working, COVID has been around for many, many decades, okay? This has been an updated vaccine that, they did a lot of testing on, things like that. They wouldn't put it out unless they knew it worked. People started with their exaggeration, saying that it causes heart attacks. It did this, did that. No proven fact to this day it causes any of these things. But now, if our government didn't do anything and we were having this issue, the whole story would be different. It would be, wow, our government don't care about us. Our government is not trying to help us. Our government is not doing anything. Our government is not trying to find a vaccine. They're not trying to, we're in trouble. So no matter what, our government is just going to be blamed for anything, isn't it? I mean, they tried their best. They got the vaccine. They told us put on, they didn't know exactly. It came too quickly. They didn't know if you had to put on gloves. They didn't know if you had to put on a mask. They didn't know if you should be close to anyone. They just told us do all the above to be sure, right? And when they're telling us to put a mask on, when they're telling us not to be close to people, when they're telling us not to touch the same area the other person was touching, and all these other, gloves and all these different things, you know what Americans started saying? Attacking our own government, telling them that, calling them liars, saying that they made a vaccine that was potent and that was killing people. And everybody started creating these weird, wild stories about COVID. So now, is it either people have personal hate against our government that they just want to do this? Because no matter what, our government can't win. They tried to help us. They didn't have to, did they? Did they make us sign something saying that they had to? Okay? And if they didn't do it, you'll attack them and say they didn't want to help you. So what should our government do? I mean, answer that question for me. Okay? Dr. Fauci got it really good, didn't he? Then the poor guy did his best. He served 7 presidents. The guy is like one of the top doctors out there. And you discredit him over yourself that is not certified, that has not gone to school for medical or any of these things, don't know nothing about diseases, but yet you are the one talking against him. The nerve and it's disgusting to even see anyone can talk against some man with such an education level and a history, and helped many people from many different diseases for over 50 years in service, helping us. He helped 7 presidents, Republicans and Democrats. He served many people. He helped many people. At the end, we get a certain president and discredits the poor man. He has no type of education to this. Dr. Fauci. You know the reason why I like Dr. Fauci also? He comes from the same area I'm from. Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, New York, man. I love it. Yeah. Dr. Fauci. And, you know, you got to show some respect when people did a lot for this country, worked with 7 presidents, was in the business for 50 years, helped many people. I don't understand what's wrong with the American people. And then they say, oh, we're American. How are you American? You attack the man, you attack our government. Our government can't win no matter what. If they didn't help, you would say, oh, they don't care about us, they don't help us, they didn't make no vaccine, they're telling us what to do, this is not a communist country. What do you mean? What do you tell, how this went from sideways to communism and socialism? What are you guys talking about? We're talking about helping, trying to save lives. What are we talking about? What is this country saying? What is going on here? People, please cut it out and stop it. Stop being big babies. You are not educated as how Dr. Fauci is. You're not educated like all these nurses and all these doctors that helped us out in these hospitals and died helping us. And you know what everybody says? It's just a flu. Don't worry about it. It's just going to pass. Unbelievable. To this day, they say this. To this day, they talk and say negative things about Dr. Fauci and our government. Our great government that keeps us safe from terrorism, that keeps us safe. When one person slips through the crack as a terrorist, you accuse our government, but you don't thank our police, our military, our CIA, our Secret Service, our FBI, for getting those thousands of terrorists per year. One slips and we start accusing them for everything. It's unbelievable. This has got to stop now. We're not children anymore. Okay? We're gonna wake up. We're gonna get this together. Okay? When we have a serious situation, we got to come together and stop separating. Okay? And then you're mad because you don't want to be told not to wear a mask when you go into a store. Those people own their stores. They have the right to tell you to wear a mask in their store. Okay? If I came in your house and you tell me take off my shoes, I'm going to take off my shoes. I'm in your house. All right? So when you go on to cruise ships, and you're complaining, oh, well, I don't want to wear a mask. Why? This is a free country. Yeah, it's a free country. But this is my boat. And I'm telling you what I want you to do. You wear a mask. Okay? The nerves on people walking into stores without a mask to try to spread their germs or their poison and accuse the government. The government had nothing to do with that. Yeah, of course, they're telling everybody, what to do, how to be safe in that way. But the people who own their companies have their rules and regulations and their laws. I mean, their rules and their I'm telling you what to do so that you wouldn't spread no germs or hurt one another, or hurt their employees or anything like that. Why can't you respect that? But instead, you want to respect that. You want to attack them. You want to call them communists and socialists. That don't make no sense. That don't even come together. I'm trying to figure that out. Our government can't help us. If our government help us, you call them dictators. But yet you would want to vote for a dictator. What is the hypocrisy in this? Okay? This country's got to cut it out. Cut out the racism. Cut out you're scared of because he's LG whatever, and he's this and he's a Muslim and he's a Christian, and we got to cut all this. We're big grown people. Cut it out now. It's time for us to start thinking and being logical. Okay? Be smart about what we're doing, what we're saying. If I can't come in your house without you telling me your rules. I walk in and you tell me take off my hat, I better take off my hat. I'm in your house. If you tell me take off my shoes when I'm in your house, I'm going to take off my shoes. Okay? So, kind of like put it together. Think about what I'm saying. Hopefully it makes sense. Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. Love you guys, everyone. I don't care who you are, where you come from. Okay? All right, guys. I'm ready to see comments.